Hey guys, so yeah, I'm back with another preview predictions for Night of Champions. Yes, Night of Champions, which is tomorrow night from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and this is an interesting event because excuse me, it's kind of historical in the sense that for the first time, I'm assuming in a while, in quite a while, if you will, Sami Zayn, who is of Syrian descent, who is a Syrian descent, Syrian, I think that's what it is going to be competing there because in the past when they would go there for Crown Jewel, Greatest Royal Rumble, whatever, Sami would not compete because of his background because he was Syrian, and of course the issues diplomatically between the sides would have basically put him in danger. But yeah, they are going. But yeah, this is the first time that Sami is going to be going there. Yeah, it's good. According to Wikipedia, it's going to be Sami's first Saudi Arabian event since the WWE Live Tour in 2014, due to relations between Saudi Arabia and Syria being restored after they had been suspended amidst the Syrian conflict that broke out in 2011. Which resulted in Zayn not working any of the Saudi Arabia events. It does, say that since then, it marks Kevin Owens' first trip there because he had stayed, but the last time Kevin Owens did a Saudi Arabia show, which was the Greatest Royal Rumble, he had not worked one since because he wanted to support his friend. Because in real life they are very, very close. They're very close friends. They're like brothers. And so this is going to be the first time for Sami, on a major PLE, event, to be part of part of this whole Saudi Arabia WWE deal. And it's going to be Kevin Owens' first trip back since Greatest Royal Rumble. Now, the matches, they're not that, here's the thing, there are not that many matches when it comes to Night of Champions. There are 7, that's plenty because each of them are going to have time. And yeah, let's just go through them right now. The first match the first match I believe is going to kick us off is going to be Rhea Ripley and Natalya for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Now, let me get this out of the way. I understand people are upset, they are frustrated, and I get where you're coming from because you would think that Rhea should be the Raw Women's Champion and Bianca should be the SmackDown Women's Champion because that's the brands they're on. Hopefully they will address that. Hopefully they will address that soon. But I think what's going on right now is that Triple H, and I know this is hard to believe, him and his crew are still working off, trying to find the easier way to say this. In my opinion, they are still working off a lot of Vince McMahon's plans. Yeah, believe it or not, as crazy as this sounds, and you can deny it all you want, you can say, oh, it's not true, but honestly, I think Vince McMahon and his team, before the whole situation that he went through about a year ago, this summer, caused him to step away, him and his crew had a lot planned out. Now, just because they had a lot planned out doesn't mean, of course, Vince is not, a vice to his tendencies to rip up some plans that they had in the works for months. The day of or the day before, hours before a Raw or a SmackDown. So, so to me, obviously I think that's what's going on here. That they're still working off of some of what Vince McMahon's ideas were, especially like when it came to a draft, sending certain people here and stuff. They're still working off of it, and they're trying to implement some of their ideas, that being Triple H and his crew, into it as well. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Like they're working off what Vince has done, or was doing and had planned, and what Triple H is trying to bring to the forefront. But yeah, let's get back to the matches. Rhea Ripley and Natalya, I think, is going to start the show. I could be wrong, but yeah, this is just a filler match for Rhea. I mean, you want to establish her as a dominant force in the women's division, no matter if it's Raw or SmackDown. She's got to beat someone like Natalya. Natalya's been there for over a decade and a half. She has been the Raw Women's Champ, as far as I know. She's been the SmackDown Women's Champ. She's been a Tag Champ. She's done it all for the women's division. She's even won, I think, the Divas title, before it became, obsolete. So she's done it all. She's done it all. And she is definitely at that status right now to where if she was to step away right now and retire, she would be good. She would be good. Now, what's interesting is going to Facebook, because I have her, believe it or not, I have her as a Facebook friend on Facebook, that being Natalya. According to her Facebook, her birthday is upcoming, I think tomorrow or so. I think it's tomorrow or this weekend. And apparently, knowing WWE historically, they might give her a feel-good moment. But right now, that may not be the case. But we'll see. But more than likely, logic's going to say go with Rhea Ripley. So I'm going to go with Rhea. They will have a good match, but I think, as we're starting to see with some Rhea Ripley matches, it's going to get to a point where she's just like, okay, enough playing games. It's ass-kicking time. And she's going to proceed to basically annihilate Natalya like towards the final half of that match. Like, it'll be competitive a bit, but then Rhea's going to be like, okay, game over. You're done. And that's probably what's going to happen. Then speaking of women, we have Bianca and Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Both ladies, of course, on SmackDown. And this is going to be interesting. I know they like to, lately one of the things that people always get on them about, is they like to have the stars that they're behind to, and I was just checking something there, the stars that they're behind and pushing to break records, be record setters, basically cement their place in the Hall of Fame way before they're even going to get inducted. And Bianca is one of those people that's in that position. Asuka's done it all already. She's done it all. NXT Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. She's been Tag Team Champion with Kairi Sane. She's done it all. She has done it all. So I don't know if they're going to give it to her now, give her another run, but we'll see. There is rumor that Bianca is going to turn heel later this year. So if they go with Asuka here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia tomorrow, then I could definitely see that being the first steps to a Bianca heel turn. But logically, again, just like with Rhea, got to go with Bianca, but they could surprise us. We all thought they were going to surprise us at WrestleMania. That did not happen, especially when we saw how Bianca came out, and, from an entrance perspective. Could they surprise us here, and give it to Asuka? We'll see, but history has basically said, give it to Bianca. Give it to the one that WWE is behind. So we're going to go with Bianca on this one. Then we have Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. It's just a regular match. Nothing street fight-wise or anything. This is a toss-up because there are rumors that they want to build this a little bit more up until WrestleMania, not WrestleMania, but SummerSlam in Detroit, which will be in a couple of months. So I could see them maybe going with Trish here, or maybe doing some kind of a situation to where like there's a disqualification, a count out, or double disqualification, double count out, something like that. I could see to where they're going to, as screwy as it might feel to a lot of folks, I could see them going in a direction that would not only protect Becky, but also protect Trish until we get to SummerSlam. So right now, it's a toss-up, but if I'm going to go with anything, I'm going to say double disqualification or double count out. Or at least some kind of screwy finish. It's not going to be pinfall submission, but it's going to result in a disqualification or a count out for both, if not one of them. Then we get to Gunther and Mustafa Ali Mustafa Ali, excuse me, Gunther and Mustafa Ali for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, Ali has gone on record, apparently in an Instagram video, saying if he doesn't win tomorrow night, that he will leave WWE. I don't think we can believe that or anything. I think they're just doing that to, get your attention. If they go with it, then obviously they have a storyline planned out for him. Whatever that storyline will be, hopefully it'll be a lot better than Retribution. But we'll see. But right now, logically, it looks like Gunther's going to probably retain. Now, if they give it to Ali, it's because of the fact that they're in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and they've been known to basically give one of the countrymen or one of the people of Saudi Arabian descent, a win. So I'm gonna definitely say right now it's Gunther, but I would not be surprised if they give it to Ali, even if it's for about a couple of days. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at. I think they'll give it to Ali. It'll give basically them an out to sign Ali to Raw, and then I can see Gunther on the following Raw or so, a week, the following Raw, or so after Night of Champions, or maybe a week later, with challenging Ali and winning it back. Now they could do this to give it to Ali and push Gunther into the main event status, but especially if they're going to go with a certain individual to be the world champion, but we'll see. But I'm definitely going to say Gunther right now as a safe bet, but I would not be surprised if they go with Ali. Then we have Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar in a fight, not a singles match, but a fight, because obviously they're going to let it go. They're playing up the fact that Cody has a broken arm right now, thanks to Brock, but he's still going to do it. He's still going to fight because, if you saw the ending of Raw, Triple H kind of understand. Cody basically had Triple H understand, hey, you of all people are trying to keep me away from trying to get revenge on somebody that wants to take me out. You of all people, and that was basically enough convincing for Triple H to be like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, kid. I've been there, I've done that. You want it, you got it. So yeah, it's gonna be Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. How this match goes is anybody's guess. If they're gonna go the route they did with Seth and Cody last year, I could see Cody beating Brock again, because if they're gonna let anything go in this match, I could see Cody winning. But if they go with just it being a regular singles match, fight, whatever, they could go to Brock and build this up to one more match at Money in the Bank. But I'm definitely going to say right now Cody Rhodes. Because if they're building him up to get that one next opportunity against Roman, he's got to win. And I have a feeling we might finally get an answer to why Brock is beating up on Cody. Should Cody win? I think maybe storyline-wise, they'll have Brock explain, hey, this is why I'm doing it. This is who got me to do it. And I've got a feeling it's all going to lead. If they do that, it's all going to lead to a certain former advocate of his and a current wise man for the tribal chief. So I'm going to go with Cody as the safe bet. Then we have Seth Rollins and AJ Styles for the world title. This is going to be, if you are PWG, New Japan, AEW fan, this is going to be a great matchup. These two can tear it up. There's no doubt. They're basically... if you go online, they are playing up the history between these two, and there's several times that they have met throughout their career. So the question is, who walks out with this? There have been rumors that AJ could win. There have been rumors that Seth is going to win. So to me, it's a toss-up. If they do give it to AJ, then I do agree that they got to put him and the OC on Raw, and as an equal trade, say Cody to SmackDown, but makes sense for him to go to be in that, to be part of that, so that storyline-wise, he'll now be on the same show as Roman, and Roman can avoid facing him one more time. But we'll see what they do. It definitely looks like they're building up Seth more than AJ, and it looks like they are dropping hints that AJ is going to have a couple of feuds to work with post Night of Champions. That being a renewal of his mini rivalry with Grayson Waller and Karrion Kross as well. So it looks like they got him set and ready to go, if he doesn't win, and it looks like it's going to go mostly in Seth's direction, but we'll see. And as far as the tag team main event, which is going to be the main event, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the tag team titles, I'm going to go with Zayn and Owens to win, because I think it's going to be the Usos interfering, and I think Cody will interfere as well, because like I say, we might finally get an answer as to why Brock is attacking him, and that will give Cody the okay to go after Roman. But those are just my predictions, guys. Let me know what yours are.